I was preparing for a big steering committee meeting to get my project approved. You know, the kind where executives are in the room. I am so nervous. Everybody is looking at my project. The project approval is based on how well I present and how well I answer the questions from each of the people in the room. And all the people are just high-level C executives. They are smart, high intelligent people, and I'm just super nervous. And one wrong answer could look like you don't have control over your own project. I had this moment of panic because I am not a finance expert. I am not a developer. I'm not the most technical person. What I realized is that doesn't actually matter. There is something way more powerful than raw intelligence or natural talent, and most people completely overlook it. So let me paint the picture. The finance team sends me the slides that I have to present with all the numbers, projections, budget breakdowns. The development team sends me their technical updates, and my first instinct, cool, I'll just present what they gave me. I mean, they are the experts, right? They know their stuff, and I'll be just the messenger. Big mistake, because here is what happens in that meeting. Someone asks a question, hey, how did we arrive at this number? Or what's the breakdown behind this estimate? Then as a project manager or whoever is presenting the message, you should have that answer ready to quickly give that breakdown if needed. So if somebody asks me, what's the breakdown behind this estimate? And if you don't know, you are just reading the slides because you don't know what's happening, the meat of the project. You would look lost. You would look unprepared, and you look like actually you don't understand your own project. That's the thing that matters the most. It doesn't matter if you are brilliant. It doesn't matter if you are technically gifted. If you walk into that room unprepared, you have already lost. So I made a decision that I wasn't going to let that happen. I started asking myself, what if I'm not the smartest person in the room? Who cares? What if I'm just being the most prepared in the room? Here's what that looked like practically. Before that steering committee meeting, I didn't just glance at the slides. I spent time, I put in real time breaking down every single number, every information, every slide that I was going to present. I went back to the finance team and asked what templates they used to arrive at these numbers, what assumptions they made, what information they used to present this number in the slide. I talked to the development team, asked them to explain how they estimated or broke down the task so I can understand the logic behind it. I can understand the risk. I can ask questions. And then this is the key part. I spent 30 minutes before the meeting just thinking about what questions would I ask if I was sitting on the other side of the table. What would trip me up? What are the gaps in the story? I literally wrote them down, and then I figured out how to answer them. And you know what happened in that meeting? I wasn't nervous, not even a little bit. Someone asked about the budget numbers, boom, I had the answer because I had the detailed breakdown in the Excel right in front of me in the other screen. Someone questioned about the project timeline, I explained the breakdown without hesitation. There was this moment where one executive pushed a little bit on certain things, and instead of freezing up, I just walked him through the logic calmly and clearly. And here is the crazy part. I wasn't smarter than anyone else in that room. I guarantee you that there were people with way more technical expertise, way more experience than me. I was ready, and that made all the difference. See, here's what I learned. You don't need to be the expert at everything. You don't need to know the nitty-gritty of finance or be able to code or understand every technical detail, but you do need to understand what you're presenting. You need to own it, and that comes from only one thing: putting your effort and time to prepare for the thing that you're going to do. And this isn't just about meetings or being a project manager or whatever. This applies to everything. Think about it. We are so obsessed with the talent, the natural ability, with being smart enough. But how many brilliant people do you know who don't put in the work, who coast on their intelligence, who just show up unprepared because they can wing it? And obviously there are people who can wing it, but not just you and me. We are just average. We have to put in the rep, put in the effort. We cannot wing it. And how many average people do you know who are wildly successful, not because they are geniuses, but because they outperform or outwork everyone else? So that's the preparation gap. The geniuses assume their talent will carry them. The average people like you and me, we have to prepare so that we don't guess, and preparation beats talent every single time. That is a guarantee. So here's what I want you to take from this. Before any important meeting, presentations, or conversations, give yourself 30 minutes. If you need more time, take it. If you need to spend 45 minutes, then block that time on your calendar. Not to rehearse, not to memorize, but to think. Ask yourself, what would I ask if I was on the other side of this conversation? What don't I fully understand yet? Where could I get tripped up? What's the story I'm really telling here? And then it's crucial. Go find the answers, talk to people, talk to someone who already walked this path before you, and then dig into the details. Don't just accept information at face value. Just understand it to the fullest as much as you can. Because here is the secret. When you do this, you stop being someone who's just presenting the slides and you become someone who actually understand what you're talking about. And people, they can feel that difference instantly. So here's my challenge to you. Stop worrying about whether you are smart enough, technical enough, experienced enough, all that questions. Start asking, am I prepared enough? Because I promise you, if you commit to being the most prepared person in the room, you will outperform everyone else. You will outperform people who are twice as intelligent or twice as talented as you, but half as ready. That's not a theory. That's just how it is. You don't need to be genius. You just need to do the work that geniuses think they are too smart to do. So that's it. That's the presentation gap. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Have you ever been in a situation where you prepare and that preparation saved you, or where the lack of preparation actually burned you? If you want more of this kind of real talk career advice, hit the subscribe button. I'm just figuring this out myself and I would like to share it with you when I find success in these things. That's all for today's video. Enjoy your holidays and wishing you a very happy new year. I wish you all the success in 2026, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.